throughout your life. It is unfair.
It's for 10 years, Governor. It's not for...
No, even 10 years. Why should you suffer for 10 years while the regime that wanted you out of office is gone, and there is another regime now which is friendly to you? Why should you be affected because of that regime that has gone home? It should be made to be clear. The intentions of the drafters of the Constitution was that impeachment is only to check the excesses of the governors, but not to make sure that you are always politically right with the leadership in the presidency level. Otherwise, so many other governors are going to suffer, and we must make sure that this committee takes care of all the loopholes that has been there in our Constitution. Therefore, my recommendation, together with my other governor who was impeached like me, Sonko, is that this committee makes sure that the impeachment is only going to be for that period that you are elected, when you are not in good books with the leadership that is there in the government. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Governor Waititu. We appreciate, and I think as a governor, I want to say it's about time we really relooked at the impeachment process and made sure that it is safeguarded from political interference and misuse, so that we can protect people like you're saying. So I think that's something the committee is very alive to.
And Chair, if you have any document, I think we'll be happy to look at it on weaponization of the impeachment process. You raised a very, very salient point.
Exactly. In fact, just to tell this committee, I had people have signed an impeachment. They are now looking for evidence to impeach. That tells you something. Yeah. It's really weaponization of impeachment.
I think we shall excuse now, Honorable Waititu, and let's hear the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights. That's how it's pronounced.
That is exactly it.
Okay, thank you.
I was checking whether they were here.
Thank you, Governor Waititu. You made use of your 5 minutes.
Oh, Commissioner Bonaya.
Yes. Proceed. We agree there's no more introductions. We assume you have been in the room and you've known the panelists.
Thank you.
But you can introduce yourselves. Just do the introduction yourself for everybody who is here with you.
Thank you very much for that direction. Thank you, honorable members and chair. This is the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights. My name is Roslyn Odede. I'm the chairperson of the commission. I'm with my vice chair, Dr. Raymond Nyeris, Honorable Sarah Bonai is a member of the commission, Director Ann, and the members of staff with us. So thank you very much for inviting us. The commission...
Just to let you know, you have 15 minutes, so just go straight to the issues.
Thank you for the direction. The commission provided its detailed report via email to your team, and we hope you have received it. If you haven't, we can send it back once again, but we did send our detailed our submissions to you. We will here just speak in summary to some of the key issues that are under discussion in this dialogue. So thank you very much. Now, we will go as per the issues that were sent to us. The first issue that was sent to us was the issues of electoral justice. And under electoral justice, the first issue that was brought up was restructuring and reconstitution of the IEBC. As a commission, we say this is a very crucial and imperative factor that should proceed with haste. The commission notes with concern the frequent amendments to the law on the composition of the selection panel at every turn. We as a commission think this does not augur well and contributes to feelings of suspicion and mistrust towards the electoral process. As a commission, we would suggest that composition of the election panel should be inclusive and diverse. It must be an inclusive and diverse panel at every instance. We suggest minimal or no participation by political parties. And we also suggest that it be entrenched in law that amendments to the composition of the panel do not take effect if the panel is to be reconstituted within 12 months of the amendment. This is to avoid interference or setting up on panels to play up to certain interests. And we think that should be a safety net there. When we talk of inclusivity, we would like to see PWDs in the panel. We'd like to see gender considerations taken into account. We'd like to see members of civil society included, academicians, professional societies, private sector, religious groups, and the youth, essentially making up the panels so that it is inclusive. When we talk of diversity, we talk of regions and we talk of ethnicity. Why do we talk of both region and ethnicity? Because when we talk of regions, sometimes I could be of a particular ethnic group, but descending from a region. And if we looked only at region and not ethnicity as well, you might end up with people from two people from the same ethnic group because they come from different regions. So diversity should consider both region and ethnicity. And in this, we also need to totally consider marginalized and minorities, the marginalized groups and minorities. Now, when it comes to boundary delimitations, the Constitution has very, very clear provisions on boundary delimitations, and it actually provides for 8 to 12 years for constituencies and periodically for the wards. And in constituency, they can only change the boundaries and the names. They cannot change the number of constituencies. We believe as a country, we have no reason to change the constitutional provisions in regard to boundary delimitation. The Constitution also provides the factors